Today we're here at the VU University in Amsterdam, where the Society for International Development Netherlands chapter organizes its second lecture in the series on the future of international cooperation for development. We started this series 1 month ago with a panel discussion with Brian Atwood of the Development Assistance Committee of the OECD. And he argued that ODA, Official Development Assistance, should still remain an important part of development cooperation now and in the future. Today we invited Fokko Wientjes, who is Director Corporate Sustainable Development at DSM, which is a Dutch multinational. And we have Myrtille Danse, who is the Executive Director of the BOP, or Base of the Pyramid Innovation Center. And the focus of discussion today is the importance of the private sector in development.
The challenge of development aid is unfortunately a growing challenge. We see the issue is growing while at the same time budgets are shrinking. So what we need to do is be much more efficient and effective in what we do. Now we need 4 parties to start collaborating more than ever before, which is governments, civil society, private sector and science. If we can get that golden square to operate and collaborate, we can come up with solutions which will be much more innovative and which will be much more dealing with the growing challenges the world has. If I give you a simple, brief example, we see that 2 billion people suffer from malnutrition. Private sector has the products, governments and civil society can help in the distribution, building the trust with the general public, and science can prove whether the efficiency and the effectiveness of the intervention is really true.
You take this market as a new market, yeah? So you enter into it as a business development strategy, which means that you don't expect returns, financial returns immediately. So what DSM mentioned was that they take at least a period of 5 years, which I think is rather short, but at least it's longer than just saying you need to have profit immediately when you introduce the product. And these are growing markets. There are more poor people in the world than rich people. So if you're really able to reach their needs and develop a product or a service that answers some of these needs, that can really make the difference. And then with small margins, but many individuals, you really can come up with an interesting return for your company. I think that it's important that companies really make a connection with their own core activities and don't get engaged in these type of activities just because it's philanthropy or it's good to do something good to the world. Only then you can really make these type of strategies of business development and give it a good long-term shot before you expect any return from it.
Public-private partnerships, innovation and scale. I think that's for me the 3 key messages of today. And public-private partnerships, working together, complement each other's competencies, innovate, come up with new solutions. It's not all about new science, but it's about bringing together the different solutions and come up with a solution which is easier and so deals with the problem, and then take it to scale, make it big.
Fokko mentioned that actually he feels that a surprise inside of the company that they can be supportive to aid organizations. And so you don't become an aid organization, but your business changes a bit because your targets are different. It's not only profit, but you also want to have a social return.
The future will be very much on what we want it to be. Let's be honest, it's in our hands. It's not something which is done by somebody else, it's in our hands. So the future is going to be, hopefully, that we will be boosting our efforts to reach the Millennium Development Goals, and then start thinking about beyond 2015 is what is next on the global agenda. And I'm getting more and more positive. We have proven solutions. Look at what we have done with our partnership with the World Food Programme, looking at food solutions. Unfortunately, of course, in the meantime, the problem has also grown, but if we start to accelerate based upon the learnings that we have today, I think that we can do a lot more.